How's it going, guys? Ducky Shine 5 just came in the mail today, so I'm gonna pop it open and do a little unboxing here. So I ordered this to replace my Ducky 1 keyboard over here, and I was really happy with the Ducky 1 with the MX Browns. I just wanted RGB lighting. So I picked this guy up, and based on the reviews online, people seem to really like it, so give it a try and see what I think here. So I'm just opening it up, and just let's see here. Got some cardboard boxing. I'm just going to take the keyboard out. Inside the box, you can find the USB cable that connects the keyboard to the computer, and it's modular, which is nice. That basically means that you can just swap it out for a new cable if you want to. Let me just make sure I'm getting that on camera. Yeah, okay. Not used to filming from this angle, so here's the space bar that it comes with as well. It's just the alternative space bar. I don't think I'm actually going to use it, but it's kind of nice to have. Now let's close the box up, and let's take a look at the keyboard itself. All right. Got some crap on my desk here. I'll have to clean it off after. Alright. So let's pop this open and see what we're working with here. So we got an extra menu switch here, as well as the Ducky keycap puller. I already have one of these from the Ducky 1. From what I understand, this is not the one that you'd want to use on this keyboard because it can actually scrape the keys, so you want to get like a metal plastic puller. So I'm not going to use that one, but it does come with it. We got the guide here. Since Ducky uses the hardware to change the lighting configuration, there's no software, so you kind of have to learn the shortcuts, which will be in here. So I'll give that a read over. But I like the fact that it doesn't come with software. Like Razer software is kind of annoying to use, and I had the K70 that was annoying to use as well, the Corsair software. So yeah. All right, so here it is. It's looking pretty good if I do say so myself. Again, it is the Cherry MX Brown variant, so I'll just move this box. And I'm just going to... It's got some plastic on the back, so I'm just going to peel that off. Alright. So that's how it looks on the desk. My first impressions are it is a lot flatter than the Ducky 1 keyboard. So I'll have to get used to that. But the switches do feel pretty similar. These ones actually feel a little bit stiffer than these ones right here, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, and I'm assuming that's also because it's still a relatively new keyboard, or it's brand new, so it's going to take some time to break in. But now that I've got it unboxed, I'm going to actually set it up, and I'll meet you guys up in a little bit and show you some of the lighting. Alright guys, so I am back, and I've got it all set up. I've actually had it set up for a little while now. I've played a couple Counter-Strike games, done some typing with it. All in all, I'm really happy with this keyboard. It is fantastic. The keys feel great. I love the dedicated media switches there. And I'm just going to do a quick run through of all of the different sort of lighting modes that you can do, or at least the basic ones that you'll probably want to know about if you ever get this keyboard. So first thing we want to do is just want to hit FN and then F10 to cycle through the different modes. So right now it's just on kind of spectrum cycling, so it's just going to slowly cycle through all the colors. You can speed it up by hitting FN and then hitting the right arrow key. I think it looks better slower, so I'm going to hit the left arrow key to slow it down. If you hit FN and then F10 again, you get wave mode. Just colors that are going through a wave downwards, and again you can speed it up or slow it down. I think those kind of things look good slow. If we hit F10 again, we get snake mode. Speed it up, slow it down. I think it actually looks pretty sick. And then if you hit FN and F10 again, you get raindrop mode, which I really like, probably one of my favorite modes. And then F10 again brings you to my favorite mode, which is reactive typing. It just looks like, actually I'll just open up Notepad here. Just sort of lights up the key in a new color every time you hit it. Looks really good, I think anyway. And let's take a look at some other things we can do. If we hit F10 again, we have ripple mode. And we have the, I'm not really sure what this is called, but basically you hit a key and then it spreads out in a different direction on that same line. I'm probably not going to use this mode much, but some of you might like it. And then another cool thing you can do is you can hit FN, F9, and then you can hit FN spacebar, and you have a color palette where you can pick which solid color you want the keyboard to be. So if I wanted it to be green, I just hit that and it would go green. Or if I wanted to change that to red, I can hit this, oops, hit that and it would come red. So I really like that. Another thing you can do is control the WASD keys by hitting FN, F11. And you can have a little bit of, you can target just those and do some fun things with those. Same with these arrow keys here. By hitting FN, F12, you can control all of these ones, which is pretty cool. Yeah, all in all though, I'm really happy with this keyboard. I mean, aside from the lighting, you know, lighting is definitely not the most important thing when you buy a mechanical keyboard. I think the two biggest things are just the quality, like how it's built, how well it's built. You want it to be solid, you want it to be reliable. Ducky makes incredible products. You know, they're not manufactured in China either. They're Taiwan, I think. So you're getting better manufacturing. And yeah, of course it's a little bit more expensive than your average keyboard, but it's definitely worth it in my opinion. The keys feel great. They're very consistent. Each key feels the same. And that was a big problem I've had with other keyboard manufacturers in the past. They don't feel, the keys don't feel consistent, and it really throws you off. So I'm really happy with this keyboard. I highly recommend it if you're looking for an RGB keyboard and you don't want something like Razer or Corsair because they're gaming, and you just want something a little more, I don't know, a little less flashy, which sounds funny right now, but the funny thing is, if you turn this off, let's get rid of the arrow keys and I'll get rid of all the fancy lighting stuff. If you turn it off and then you just, if you look at it like that, it actually looks, aside from the spacebar, which comes with another spacebar you can replace it with, but it actually looks like a very subtle keyboard. Like, it doesn't really stand out very much. It just looks very professional. And then of course, if you want to go full fancy, you can just turn on the lights. But yeah, all in all, I'm really happy with it. I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next video.